All right, pre-show shenanigans. There's nothing special about today's episode. There's no reason why I'm wearing this right now. There's
There's no
absolutely
reason
zero
why I'm
reason why I'm
stuck in a
shouting out a
hotel
little
right
Merry
now.
Sithmas. Zero reason
Yeah.
why. But on a serious note, Merry Christmas to the Waterboy
Feliz
faithful.
Navidad.
That as well. Happy holidays. To anyone celebrating anything else, we are all one Waterboy faithful over here. So we want to shout out. We want to shout out the loyal followers. We're almost at 1,000 subs, Everett. I'm not sure if you've been tracking, but I've been tracking it every single day, every single night. First thing I do when I wake up, last thing I do before I go to sleep, other than think about Michigan. But yeah, those are my morning, nightly checklist. But Waterboy faithful, thank you. Without you, we wouldn't be doing this. Never thought we'd even be this far, but we're not.
No, if you actually asked Graham and I like a year ago now, because I mean nothing really fully happened until about a little bit later than this time last year. You asked us a year ago, we probably wouldn't think that we'd be here at this point. So
probably not. That probably wouldn't have been on the radar. On our radar. Yeah, on the radar. But here we are, folks. But yeah, pre-show, we don't have anything too crazy for the pre-show.
We're saving
today.
it for next episode. Let's just put it that way. We do have some stuff, but it's next
pre-show.
Episode.
The one little mini pre-show I had is
your price tag is still on that.
Oh yeah, of course, definitely. I just copped this right before this. Like, I don't ever say I sell the Waterboy faithful short. Let me hide that real quick. But I think we can all agree that the worst Christmas movie of all time, not even close, is The Polar Express. Correct? Those animated characters are in the uncanny valley.
I think
feel that weird watching it. It's like a horror movie.
It's the worst looking Christmas movie, but as a kid, like for me and you, when that first came out, that banged. When it first came out, it banged.
Sure. But when I go back and open that up, I'm not letting my kids watch that. They'll be terrified. They'll be scared.
The worst Christmas oh no, my kids probably aren't seeing that. But the worst Christmas movie itself is probably A Christmas Story. It's a good play if you go see it as a play.
I'm not even sure if I've ever seen it. To be honest, I might need a quick synopsis.
It's pretty slow. So
1983. Yeah, definitely not up my alley.
No.
Yeah, no. For me, if I'm ever watching a Christmas movie, we boot up Die Hard over at this family.
Okay, so you were a Die Hard truther. Okay, it doesn't count for me as.
But yeah.
Oh, okay, all right.
Never seen it. I just know Bruce Willis, so it's a Christmas movie. Either that or the Star Wars Christmas special
season movie. Oh, okay, yeah, there we go. That's what
the
I was
worst.
Waiting for.
That's genuinely the worst Christmas.
Yeah, we've
it's
said
not a movie.
Before.
Christmas special of all time feature. I think that's the only way.
Yeah, I think Marvel did one last year too. I think Marvel had a Christmas special last year.
Yuck.
Yeah.
I bet Robert Downey Jr. did not show up for that one.
He was not. It was Chris Pratt and the
he's
boys.
technically dead canon wise, correct? Did I use those terms properly?
Yes. Yeah. Well, hey, don't be.
Kidding.
You use those terms correctly.
I'm messing. But no. Rest in peace, Tony Stark. Who spoiled that one again? That was one of the funniest.
LaShawn McCoy. No, that was Han Solo. LaShawn McCoy was Han Solo.
Oh yeah.
Maybe he did it twice. Actually,
I think he did it twice.
Both times.
He's like, "Yo, they kill my dogs, Tony Stark." I'm like, "Yo, I've not seen it yet, bro."
It's like, dude, this came out literally last night. Like, let's calm down.
I think he tweeted that out like on the premiere night, like
no, literally
before it was out.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, and that thing, of course, spawned in with 40,000 likes, obviously, like how Twitter does it. But okay, on to the episode. Ooh, bad clap. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Waterboy Podcast. Today is episode 181, the Christmas special. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas to Los Angeles. Yoshinobu Yamamoto is a Dodger. So that's the best Christmas gift I could have got. Other than that, it was my 12-pack of Burt's Bees, which I got this morning, but it'd definitely be one of those for my best Christmas presents of this year. Everett, how did your Christmas go?
I'm in a hotel.
Oh, why is that?
We just so happen to be playing Virginia Tech on Wednesday. Shout out to the Wave, 2 p.m. game, EST on ESPN. Wave, all right?
Yes, sir. But I saw real quick. I just want to point out. I saw, of course, I'm following Tulane football on Twitter. I saw a nice little picture of our friend, our family member here at the Waterboy podcast, Nick Anderson, first picture on the playing picture. Is he like an honorary team captain for this game? I was very interested.
So I don't know what I can say
okay,
regarding
no
that.
comment.
No, this
no
is,
comment.
I
just want to shout out a Waterboy faithful.
If I can't say this, the editor will get a text message and it'll be cut in post. But he's coaching. He's coaching for this bowl game.
No way, really?
Yes. So
okay, that's okay. Hey.
So today,
you're gonna really need to tell me if we cut this out. But if Nick Anderson is the next linebacker coach for the Tulane Green Wave,
hey, what my words were with him were,
let him know if he needs a GA. Let him know. Let him know. He's got 2 boys ready to work over here.
No, we are ready to go to work.
Yeah,
ready and rolling. But today,
I'm ready to do whatever it takes for the team.
So we can segue a little bit. This kind of applies to college football bowl season. I don't know how much you have to say about
that tag, so people don't know I just bought this.
Actually, no, show it, and then when you do the thumbnail for it.
Oh, for the thumbnail, the tag's gonna be
it's got to be in it.
Let me just get a solid 20 minutes with this out, so I don't forget.
But I mean, today we're playing Christmas music and stuff for warm-ups. Obviously, we started with Mariah Carey. All right, had to bang it. Nick asked for "Get Down on It," though. Get down on it.
Yeah, I know. I'm familiar.
All right. Yeah, no. So
I think we all are.
We were playing Christmas music. I had to rip that one out for our boy.
Wait, are you still Ox?
I am still Ox. Today was my official last day of Oxing. Unless I do stuff in the spring. But today was officially my last day of Ox.
Do you want to give a shout out to your new coach? He seems like a great guy. Seems like a friendly guy. He seems like a Ferda guy.
I love Coach Summerall. We'll see.
No comment.
I don't think.
Hey, all I want to say from over here at the Waterboy Faithful, that is a guy. That is a guy that you want to play for. That is a guy that you want to be on the med staff for. Be a recruiting assistant for. That's a guy that he's earned my respect.
Be on Ox for. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, 100%.
100%.
If he ever asked me to be on Ox for him,
100%.
Coach. The hell are we talking about? Of course.
Automatically,
I'll be there in a nanosecond. But yeah, no, zero hesitation. But you know what? We could start off with college football. That's so let's do this for today.
Let me start this. So, because this relates to you. This relates to Ohio State, Michigan. The team that's always on your mind. So we're in Washington for this bowl, and this will be coming out on Tuesday. So obviously the game will be tomorrow when you guys are listening to this. We're in DC. The game's in Annapolis, and we are practicing in Maryland. We are practicing at Maryland Stadium complex. So I've been at their stadium in their away locker room and on their field.
Can you give me a breakdown? Any scouting intel? Can you give me a Connor Stallions deep dive right now?
Well, they did still have.
I wonder what Connor's up to today.
They did still have their Michigan. They had their Michigan stuff up when we got there, still in the away locker room. Like whole game plan, whatever. Like that was still in there.
They're change all the signs. First thing on there.
They had the coaches' locker room still set up with like the Michigan coaches' names. One name missing was Connor Stallions. He was not.
Oh yeah,
there.
you did show me that.
So, but I didn't realize this. So I took a little adventure into their tunnel because I was bored. We got there really early. One, they have a turtle where they run out.
Yeah.
They have a literal turtle. Didn't know that. And their little run out hut is a turtle shell. Their entire tunnel is supposed to be like the inside of a turtle. It's like a spine.
That detail I didn't know. Yeah. That's something I need to store in the memory bank next time.
No, it's like a whole spine. But my favorite thing in the comment I made was, so in their stadium, they have like their championships, right? They have all that. And
they were ACC for a while.
They were ACC.
Correct?
They had a three-peat in the 70s. And then it stops 2001. And I go, well, the reason why you don't see anything after 2001, because they got to the Big Ten, they go, oh, fuck, it's Ohio State and Michigan.
Well, I think Maryland joined in like 2014. in the Big
Oh,
Ten.
so they're just really bad in the ACC.
Well, yeah,
Clemson just decided to steamroll them, I guess.
Yeah, well, that period was Clemson, FSU.
But hey, I just want to shout out.
A little bit of
I've
Louisville
officially been
too.
on the same turf as Stephon Diggs. I don't think that there's a higher thing in my life.
Tagovailoa.
No, Stephon Diggs. You know how what Stephon
DJ
Diggs.
Moore.
Nope, you know what Stephon Diggs means to me.
And Zay Flowers.
Zay Flowers went to Boston College.
Oh, wait, but he still played on them. They still play against Maryland. Dwayne Haskins played on that field.
So did CJ. Campbell. I was in that end zone. CJ played there.
He had to have because
he did because remember that was
the starter for 2 years.
That was the really, really close game at the end of the season.
Every game against Maryland's close.
No, but this was
I specifically remember a Dwayne Haskins game, which was terrifying.
Yeah, no, but it's a cool venue. It's a cool venue. I feel really sorry for every away team. Like they have a competitive advantage having to stick that away team in that locker room, in the away locker room, because it's really small, but it's like the size of a shoebox. Like everybody is like against each other.
Hey, for depending on the team, but sometimes those close environments can lead to tighter bonds. So we'll see. We'll see exactly what happens in that.
Yeah, they do have to share lockers.
I know the Ohio State players are sitting there like, what the fuck is this fucking shitty ass? I know that's what they're saying, but you know what? That's all right. My boy's gonna be their boys. But okay. The other college football update
sorry, real quick, just one last thing that I have to say about it. Talking about their tunnel, obviously I was talking about that thing is the longest tunnel I've been in my life. So just think about it. You're a player. You're walking down out of the tunnel, right?
Like you're about to go out to 20,000 strong.
So I'm coming from the other way, right? I'm coming from the field up. So I'm telling you, so you keep going. Like I was walking in that for a solid 8 minutes, walking up the tunnel. Like it just kept going. I finally get to the top of it. And it's like, it's a whole like, kind of like the Dolphins, how they have the whole kind of like turnpike thing that goes down the side of their stadium, right? It's like kind of swirls down. It's like, it literally is like that. Like that's the way that you walk up in it. You get to the very top.
Ohio State has something like that too.
You get to the very top.
It's a long walk to the stadium.
You get to the very top. And this is like the players' tunnel. You get to the top of the players' tunnel and there's a massive staircase. So the players have to.
How many players have ate shit?
No, literally, the players in cleats have to walk down the staircase and go all the way down.
I'm surprised, like Clemson, when they do their rundown, with the Rock, I'm surprised that more players haven't ate shit running down. That hill.
Literally.
Like I see that, and I'm always like, Dabo's always first one out. He's made it all about him now, so he is sprinting his tail off, but he doesn't have cleats on, so he's got his footing. He's got his grip. He can sprint down that fucking hill. But like, maybe it actually happened once. Maybe Martavis Bryant started a little stumble over there. But like, I remember seeing a tumble.
Who was it? Was it Oklahoma?
Or maybe it was inflicted by a cameraman.
Was it Oklahoma that?
Well, that's when the carriage fell over.
No. Where they had the whole smoke coming out and they started tripping over each other in the smoke. This was like 2 weeks ago. That was Oklahoma,
that
right?
just happened.
Yeah.
I don't exactly remember who it was with, but
I think it was Oklahoma because they kept tripping over each other.
No. Yeah, that sounds correct. But yeah,
anyway,
yeah.
Okay, what
college
did you
football.
Have?
Last little update I had. I almost had a heart attack on Wednesday. Number 1 player in the class, wide receiver, not Dylan Raiola, who was also a former Ohio State commit, but Jeremiah Smith out of South Florida, South Columbus Express. Shout out, represent. He had officially signed on film. Nowadays, the high schools, they all film their top prospects or players signing. So those are all filmed now. They're all on YouTube. And so Jeremiah Smith, he signs his letter to Ohio State. The whole family is hyped. We were scared. We were nervous. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to act like
it was coming down to the wire. And even after he said he had signed, it was still.
Let's get there. So after he signed, usually for most players, the second you like sign on cameras and everything, your, I don't know, parents, AD, football team, I don't fucking know. You fax that shit over to the college immediately of your letter of intent. Jeremiah Smith did not fax over this letter of intent immediately, and the whole city of Columbus, the whole state of Ohio was on DEFCON 5. Okay, it was terrifying. Now it lasted 7 hours. He eventually did fax it in, but the rumor going around is that after Jeremiah Smith signed his letter of intent to Ohio State, Miami did not like that. And Miami called up Jeremiah Smith, probably, if I were to guess, his high school football coach, called him up and told him, double the NIL. And he was like,
bags.
And he was like, wait.
Hold up.
Wait a second, guys. Like I might be getting $4 million right here. And if that's the case, you know, I can't blame the kid. I can't blame the kid if he accepts that. So, you know, we were holding on for dear life, okay? Holding on for dear life. And then finally, 7 hours later, at around like 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, local time, he finally faxes it in. The nightmare, or well, it wasn't a nightmare, but the potential nightmare was false. Red flag, false rumor. The alarm should not have gone off. Well, no. It should have gone off.
It should have still been off.
To be honest, this is, I don't know for a fact. I'm just speculating here, but it would not shock me if immediately after he did not fax it in, Brian Hartline called him up and said, "You're starting."
Be like, you're number one next year, bud.
You're starting because Marv is gone. I'm hearing
presuming Marv is gone.
No, he's gone. We're not even gonna act like for a second he's staying. He's gone. But the rumor going around is that other than Marv, there's only one player declaring for the draft out of Ohio State. The rumor is that only Marv and Mike Hall will be declaring for the draft. Now, obviously, things can change. If I'm gonna be completely honest, wait. Everett, I want to hear about the Saints. I need to hear about the Saints right now because there's a lot of Ohio State players on. I need to know about Pete Werner. I need to know about Lattimore. I need to know about Michael Thomas.
Okay, what's up? Start over.
All right, I got to know everything about the Saints. I'm a big Ohio State boy. The Ohio State Saints. There's a lot of Ohio State guys down there. Let's start off with Lattimore. Is he dead to you? I know he's a little banged up right now, but Lattimore, like Everett over here, he has a strong opinion about Lattimore. Why don't you tell him a little something about Lattimore, Everett? But
you know that he's Adam Thielen's child.
I mean, like,
no, don't even be like, I mean, you know, he's Adam Thielen's child. Now, is he Mike Evans' father?
Adam Thielen, well, yeah. Would that make Adam Thielen Mike Evans' grandfather?
He owns Mike Evans.
But he's Adam Thielen's son.
I mean, I guess I never actually really thought about that rivalry for more than 2 seconds. If I'm being completely honest, like that is not.
That's right. I mean, I wouldn't want to think about the Minneapolis Miracle either. I don't blame you.
You don't need to be mean right now. That was bullshit. Saints should have won that game, but that's all right.
No, but that's one of those things where like that's football, and I can make my peace with that, and it's okay because at the end of the day,
but the Rams
know who won a Super Bowl?
Now that's a low blow.
All right,
but that one was effed. Like I'm still not over that. I hate the Rams.
That's karma though. That's karma. And he's bringing up the Super Bowl that Bountygate fucking took away from the Vikings.
Oh, we can say fuck on this thing. Sweet.
Oh yeah. Everything's
bringing
free.
The Rams and the Minneapolis Miracle into it. That's karma. That's karma for that, and I will forever.
I mean, that's just not how like karma as a concept works.
It's karma for trying to murder.
He's trying to bridge it.
He's okay, but have you noticed that Brett Favre is like?
Oh no, he's also
the worst people to ever play.
But we're gonna discount that fact of things. That's the one.
Didn't he just like steal? Whatever. We'll
that's the one.
Dollars from Mississippi State welfare fund. So I would argue that like okay, here's the thing: if Will Smith had actually like.
Which Will Smith are we talking about here? There's Dodgers Will Smith. There's Will Smith, that guy who slapped people.
Saints Will Smith, the defensive end who made Brett Favre his bitch, and
didn't know that was his name, but
yeah, that's name.
Great.
He also
big, no. So let me clarify something.
He should have. I'm just like not to wish
Brett Favre,
on another
Brett Favre, horrible person, but.
But he's your horrible person, right?
No. I'm not claiming him. No. No.
Okay. I thought that's.
We were just talking about the Vikings, all right? The one thing that we don't do anything on here is we don't get political on here. That's our one rule.
Okay. Well, here's the thing.
Well, I mean, we can.
We can't.
We just don't.
As a completely
unnamed intern does like to do that though.
As a completely apolitical statement, I think that stealing money from your state's welfare fund is bad.
It's bad.
I agree.
I think we're all on the same page.
That's not a political
not a good thing.
Okay, all right.
If Will Smith had like I don't
so
even
maybe
a bad
hit him a little
like that,
harder.
I'm not wishing ill on Brett Favre technically, because that's not cool. He's a person, he's got a family. But I'm just saying, if like Will Smith had fucked him up even more, maybe he wouldn't have stolen all that money.
All right,
so we should have generated good karma for whooping his ass, because he's a bad person. Stealing welfare money, it's bad. It's bad.
Maybe Dr.
bad karma to
shouldn't
Vikings
have as much shit on him. All I gotta say, maybe Dr. Heat did something good.
Okay, but talking about Saints and Ohio State.
Yeah, I was gonna bring up Pete Werner. I know you have no bad opinions on him, so we're just gonna.
Pete Werner, we're chilling. Don't assume though. I got bad opinions on just about everybody.
I'm doing Michael Thomas. Tell me all.
No, I'm about to.
He must be dead to you by now, right?
I'm about to send him on a wave. Let's talk about Derek Carr.
I don't like Derek Carr. Derek Carr makes me unhappy. He sucks at football, and he tries to pretend that he doesn't suck at football, and that's just, that's not cool.
Olave's right? Olave's in the right. Or is he in the wrong? Or is he? I think he's a diva a little bit. He's borderline diva.
The 2023 Saints is like, no one's in the right. The people who are in the right are Demario Davis, Cam Jordan, Alvin Kamara,
and Pete Carmichael.
Yep. That's just so ridiculous. I'm not going to dignify that with an answer. Everybody else is like in the wrong in some capacity or another. Derek Carr is very good when you are losing by 3 touchdowns. Pete Carmichael is very good never.
What about Jameis Winston?
Jameis has to stay. Jameis has to be there just for the vibe.
See, here's the thing. I don't think that Jameis is actually the answer for the franchise or anything. But
Kevin Durant.
here's the deal. Like, Jameis Winston makes boneheaded mistakes and screws up a lot, and it's fun to watch. Derek Carr makes boneheaded mistakes and screws up a lot, and it's like pulling teeth.
Painful, yeah.
And not in not in a fun way. Actually, I don't know if that's ever fun. Right? Whatever, I digress. Like, it's not enjoyable to watch him play football. As to the Michael Thomas thing, he peak Michael Thomas. I can never like hold ill will against him.
Okay, I like to hear that
because
that makes me feel good.
Oh my gosh, like Pete can't guard Mike.
Good,
incredible, and stuff like his Joe Horn, like when he did the cell phone celebration, like all those moments, like he was just a bunch of those Saints teams are so fun. It's really terrible that I moved back to Louisiana right when everybody forgets how to play football. But personal grievances. But like the reality with Michael Thomas now is like he just is okay. Like he's good enough, but he's not healthy enough to like
the best ability
make it worth it.
Is
availability.
Yeah, like absolutely. And when you're dealing with when you're dealing with that at quarterback, like you need to have a consistent core. Like anything you do that like messes with his rhythm at all is already like magnified 10 times because Mr. Preacher Boy is a joke. God, and he's not good looking either. One thing is
that is another thing we got to tack on.
Now we're taking personal shots here.
Yes, I will take personal shot. Look, Derek Carr.
Dennis Allen, is he dead to you?
Dennis Allen, look, I believe that Dennis Allen deserved another shot, and I think that after 1 year, it was very clear that he had used that shot, and it should be taken away from him again.
So you said at the start of last year, like, all right, we can give him another year, and by the end of last year,
I mean when they hired him to
when
they hired him initially, I thought that he was a fair choice for the job to succeed Sean Payton. I thought that after year 1, with his track record with the Raiders, he did not deserve year 2.
Hey.
And
it might work out for everybody. If you guys fire him, Sean Payton gets his DC back because that Broncos defense went from great to horrible. And
well, here's the thing: like the Saints defense, like it's a good and it has its moments, but it's not great anymore. Like,
I mean, you guys, Demario Davis isn't bad, but he's also like 36. That's where we
yeah,
start.
and like
Not that
starting
old,
issue.
Cam
but
Jordan's
he's a dog.
He seems like he's like
Cam
36.
Jordan's
dog.
34,
Yeah.
and like the reality is like those guys, those stars are they're slowing down. It sucks, and I'm gonna like, I'm gonna be devastated when like those retirements hit about because like I
Y'all
love
just need
those
to blow
guys.
you.
But
You guys need to blow it up. You keep trying to compete with people who are not good. That's the
yeah,
problem.
the
And that whole division is so bad that blowing it up might still let you guys compete.
yeah, but like I don't know, we're too low in the draft right now to pick up one of the like highly touted quarterbacks because we're like 12th. We're not gonna get one of those guys. And I mean, like how much are these
Jaden
guys
Daniels, New Orleans Saints.
Yeah, keep him in Louisiana.
I know I'm biased because I'm a Tulane guy and I'm not in my peak LSU era as I was as a child, but like I don't have that same Jaden Daniels, but I would
See, what's funny is Grant will tell you now the entire season, for the most part, I was like, Jaden Daniels overrated, not good. Not as good as everybody was saying.
Well, I'm not really sold on him as an NFL quarterback.
No, but I'm saying for college. I'm saying from a college standpoint, I had to give him his flowers.
You
after I
were
was kind of
crapping
shitting
on
on
him.
him.
yeah,
all
like
year.
no, he's been fantastic this year. He's very talented. I wouldn't be mad if we took him, but like at the end of the day, I don't think he's like the end all be
You
all.
want Michael Penix?
I
Big Penix energy. A little
See,
hefty lefty back there.
Yeah, he's got a bigger windup than Tebow.
I'm at the point where I think that the draft and like player development is so
No,
volatile
you know,
I'm not putting all of my
who
chips behind
you know
one.
who you want. You know who you want.
Oh, Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Big Mike. Oh
Big
yeah,
Mike.
I'd love to see Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Big Mike take over in New Orleans. If Michael Pratt played for the Saints, we could lose all set. Yeah, if we lost all 17 games, that might be
That would
discouraging.
probably be bad
But,
for Mike. That would not be good.
But like
That'd be a bad
I would love to
sign.
see that. I'd love to have. I just want more reasons to like give a shit again. Because like obviously I'm gonna watch every game again because I'm psychotic and I haven't missed a game in like 14 years. Like I've gone through pain that's never getting duplicated through this organization. But like I want it to be fun again. I'm gonna be having fun with this. I went like even I went to the Giants game in the Dome like 2 weeks ago. And like it was like yeah they won and they beat the shit out of Tommy DeVito, which was hilarious, and everybody was hitting the Valentino Ambrosio celebration. It was you gotta give him credit. He was hitting that.
Val did coin that for our kicker. Coined that first.
He was before it was cool.
Oh yeah,
he
that
did
is
that
what I
shit
heard.
after the Cotton Bowl extra point to seal it. Like put some respect on Val's name.
Yeah, Grant's very familiar with that game.
But like it just wasn't even that fun.
Don't be mean over here.
It's just not that fun to watch them play football, and I'd really love for it to be fun again. And I don't know how you solve it because like when you really get down to it, if you want to blow it up, like what are you actually selling most of these guys for? Like who are you getting? Who are you getting good like return on at this point? Like there's
Jameis Winston.
All right, man.
Yeah, but like his
great return, team locker room guy.
Right, he's kidding. Like Cam Jordan, what could you even get out of him?
No, if they trade Cam Jordan, he has to retire as a Saint. You don't get rid of him.
You should do that this year.
On the one hand, yeah, but I'm also a guy who like very much in line with like I was like Breeze can retire whenever he wants and it's okay. It's he can run this ship into the ground if he wants to. He's earned it. And I feel like Cam, 13 years like has the same right. But like even guys who are like Marshawn Lattimore and Chris Olave who are like insanely talented and like they are good football players. Like there's enough of there's that floor there that's like low enough and all these little weird like
it's also
that come about to where like it's gonna cap the value you get back.
It's also a contract thing. Like Marshawn Lattimore has been hurt, hasn't been playing as well as when he first signed that contract. You asked me he should be traded, but
But yeah, even like guys like how much money if you wanted to like trade Tyrann Mathieu, like how much money are you actually or money, but like how much value are you actually getting back on that?
Yeah,
Like,
I'll be honest. That's a guy where I didn't even think of like
and we're missing like
six,
draft picks
a
already
fifth.
in this draft. Like we have a first and a second, but I don't think we have I don't know off the top of my head, but we're missing like a third, and like I think we have only like 5 or 6 total. Like we're not in a spot draft wise to already be.
Did you already run out of all the Broncos picks?
No, we've got our second and like a fifth from the Broncos this year, and then that's it.
That's some good currency right there.
It is,
and
but
Taysom Hill. Hey, don't forget Taysom. The Broncos will take him back. All right, you can
no,
get some more.
that's you could flip Taysom to the Broncos for a lot, but I don't want to do that because again, give me reasons to watch this. Make it fun again. Like Taysom Hill is fun.
Make the
fun.
Saints fun
Taysom's
again.
Fun. Actually, that's the takeaway. Make the Saints fun again.
Make the Saints fun again.
Not to get all deep and everything, but isn't like that kind of the entire point of sports for it to be like fun and entertaining?
It's entertainment at the end of the day.
I'm not as inclined to go spend $6 on an Upper Deck Superdome ticket if it's not an entertaining product.
I feel you.
Like that $6. You know what I can do with that $6? A lot. I'm struggling to think of something off the top of my head that's pretty funny because I want to be a good podcast.
$6. I could get 6 candy bars like Hershey's.
Well, no, you couldn't
these days.
Yeah, no, you couldn't.
No, I'm going to Dollar General.
Dollar General doesn't.
Okay, sorry. Three.
Almond Joys, sure.
Detached from reality over here.
I mean, I don't go to the stores and buy chocolate bars.
Like $6. I think I could get like
2, 3,
like.
How much did that hat cost you?
Can I
get a Christmas hat for $6?
No,
not $6.
Not $6.
Inflation
Inflation is a bitch, man.
I could get 2 nipple top Gatorades from a gas station.
Oh no, those are like $3.50 now.
All right, I feel like you can spot yourself.
I feel maybe a normal bottle.
No, I think it's fair to like
chip bag.
Spot yourself $1 there just because it varies by location. I feel like there is a gas station where you could
look at this
analysis. You could get 2 nipple top Gatorade bottles. Like if you really look,
they might charge extra for the blue ones though.
Yeah, definitely. But then just buy a different color.
No. If you're getting
for the price differential, that's still overrated. Like you may as well.
If you're doing the nipple top ones, it's got to be blue.
If you're gonna get a nippy top Gatorade, like you gotta,
blue. It's blue.
You gotta get the nippy top. Like could you imagine a lemon lime nippy top? Oh, that does not.
Yeah, it's actually not that hard to picture. It's Gatorade in that.
This man, he's weird. Yeah. All right.
I can
booting you up. Now you're
Can I just say one final thing about the Saints? I know I just said a lot of mean things about Saints players and the state of the franchise.
No, it's okay. It happens.
But the reality of the situation is, I derive way too much of my personal happiness from this team and personal sadness as well, and that's okay. True. In life, we all have things that are at the end of the day.
We have vices.
We have things that are meaningless and silly, and we shouldn't invest as much energy into as we do. My girlfriend likes Taylor Swift way more than she should. I like the Saints way more than I should, and that's okay. I really love the Saints. I do. They're gonna win the Super Bowl next year. It's gonna happen.
Calm down.
And that's okay.
Now that's what I like to hear. That's why we bring fans on the pod. That is why.
I don't know. Fire Derek Carr in whatever capacity you can, and
just
screw it. Make the fan. If the fan base
make the Saints fun again.
If drafting Jaden Daniels gets all the other Saints fans super hyped up and it gets the energy really going, then do it. Draft Jaden Daniels. Draft Michael Pratt. Just give me a reason to watch.
I think we might have came across something here. Jaden Daniels to the Saints. Like that might be the takeaway from today.
Michael Pratt to the Saints, but yeah.
I draft them both for fuck's sake. I don't care. Just like I'm gonna watch anyways, but like give me a reason to actually do it, so I don't have to like justify it in my head. Because this is 15 years of pain, and you're somehow making it. Nothing's gonna be as bad as 2019. Yeah, Bill Vinovich, you screwed me. I hate you. Roger Goodell, hate you too, buddy. That's my final thought. Who dat?
Okay, that was amazing. I don't even know where we were going with after this, but
are you playing Risk now? Hold on. Are you playing Risk now?
I can be. Yeah, I'll rip a game of Risk on the
Yesterday, I came back from
Had a little Risk over there.
and he was playing like online competitive Risk.
I mean, that's respectable.
We're gonna need an update at the end of the episode where how it's going.
I'm gonna computer people.
Okay. All right. Well, all right.
Let's get on the Dodgers real quick before we kind of wrap up with the NFL. Let's do some Dodgers.
Yeah, let's get to the Dodgers. Okay. Yoshinobu Yamamoto is a Los Angeles Dodgers signed for a 12-year, $330 million contract. Let's start with the rotation next year and then the rotation 2 years from now and onward. So
keep going. Yeah.
Let's start with just next season upcoming because Ohtani won't be pitching. The rotation in no particular order. I don't know exactly the order, but if I were to guess, it'd be something like this. Tyler Glasnow, Yamamoto, Walker Buehler, Bobby Miller, Emmett Sheehan. I would assume Glasnow would probably be our one next year when he plays in his 12 starts.
I think he's going to be one for opening day, but Yamamoto will take him over.
Like, yes, because Glasnow is going to get hurt by May. So Yamamoto will be I'm assuming will be the one. I have no idea how Walker Buehler will be when he comes back. I hope he'll be.
No, none of us do. None of us do.
But I'm just hoping that he'll be.
So now the question becomes what happens
95% of himself.
What happens to Gonsolin and what happens to Dustin May?
Well, I think Gonsolin's out for the season and Dustin. They're still recovering.
Oh, that is right. We did career end Dustin May. I forgot.
Bobby Miller's the four.
Can we just address real quick? With them getting Yamamoto and Glasnow, we might have actually ended Dustin May's career on the Dodgers. Like we've joked about it.
There's a chance we saw his last ever start.
Might actually have seen his last start ever.
It'd be very good if he could play this year, but in a way, it'd be really nice if he didn't play this year. So next year, when Walker's gone, then he can play, and he'll be on a year later contract. So
that and also, I mean, we can go back and see what kind of Zins he's got this time.
Oh, yeah. Well, that was one of my favorite moments from the season when we spotted Dustin May, common 4K. But yeah, so that's for next season, this upcoming season. 2 years down the line, when that guy Shohei's pitching again, the rotation will probably be Ohtani 1,
No.
Yamamoto 2,
I think Yamamoto's 1, Ohtani's 2.
Well, Ohtani's going to...
he's not going to be
Well, this is the thing about Yamamoto. I'm not sure if he's going to be lights out from year one. We're more
I don't know that, but the only thing that I'm going to say is I don't think that Shohei, with the pitchers we have, that Shohei will be the ace.
I think he'll pass over Glasnow. I'm just thinking, though, well, let's start with this. He's going to be the opening day starter 2025.
Will he be? Yeah, but that does not mean that he's the ace. He might be the opening day starter, but that doesn't mean he's
But I have a feeling that we'll see. We'll see. We'll see how things turn out. I'm being a little precautious with Yamamoto over here.
Yeah,
do not look up Yamamoto's postseason ERA.
Don't look at his playoff stats.
Do not look up his playoff. Do not look up Tyler Glasnow's playoff ERA. Do not look it up. Do not look it up.
But my general thing though is
Ohtani has never pitched in a playoff game, so we can't track that.
No, he did in the World Series.
Baseball Classic doesn't count.
Baseball Classic.
Doesn't count.
But the only thing that I'm just more so contingent on with Shohei is obviously he's the best athlete in the MLB, best athlete probably in MLB history.
I think he is arguably the best athlete on the planet right now because
that's fair. But it's more so that I think on a just pure pitching standpoint, there are better pitchers in the starting rotation than Shohei.
I would like to think so, but I don't know. I'd like to think so.
I mean, yeah, I think so. I think coming back,
Shohei does pump 100.
Yeah, but so does every pitcher in the starting lineup.
Glasnow does. Buehler probably won't be able to.
Bobby
does.
And
Buehler barely could.
Bobby does.
Yamamoto can't. Bobby does.
He can't.
Fuck yeah.
Is Bobby?
Dude, Bobby's our guy. Okay.
Is
no
Yamamoto,
shit talking to Bobby Miller.
Is Yamamoto
97, 98?
He's just stuff.
Splitter. He's got the greatest splitter in the history of baseball. Okay. He's gonna slaughter righties. Okay. He's gonna destroy righties. Tatis, oh my God. Tatis and Machado, they should be fearing for their lives right now. Straight up. I'm not even trying to be a little like facetious here. I'm not even trying to be a little sarcastic. Like straight up, he slaughters righties. We'll see about the lefties. Diamondbacks might have us, but hey, we'll worry about that problem. We have to worry about that problem. We probably should be worrying about that problem right now.
Probably, maybe a little bit.
But in 2 years, in any order, Ohtani, Yamamoto, Glasnow, Walker will be gone. Bobby Miller, maybe a Dustin May, or a Sheehan. Gonsolin will be gone. We can't. Well, the thing is, I mean,
and we don't MLB, know. I'm going to assume we'll have signed somebody.
You can trade injured players in the MLB. So in theory, we could trade Gonsolin right now. I actually would kind of love that. But
Angels love Dodger pitchers. Just saying.
I mean, I would take Tyler Anderson or Heaney back on a discount.
Yeah, it's just also
they're both getting 10 mil right now. Shout out Mark Pryor for getting him 20 mil backs.
Yeah. It will be interesting to see because the Dodgers will be going after pitchers for those seasons after the season.
It honestly depends on like Sheehan's development. True. If he doesn't, then yes.
I mean, if you ask me,
Bobby, we're assuming he's going to be a 2-starter caliber player in 2 seasons. So
yeah, I mean, if you ask me, I think that the best thing for Sheehan is to turn him into a reliever. But
I'm so sorry, Emmett.
Yeah, but I think that he'd do better that way. And I think that that'd be better for the team. But that's assuming we get better starters. And that starts with what happens this season.
The way we talk, the way we're just discussing the rotation in general, and has me thinking we do have Ohtani, Glasnow, and Yamamoto and Bobby Miller locked up for like another 5 seasons, all of them in the rotation. So
also keep in mind though, Glasnow and Shohei both will be in their mid-30s soon though.
I'm okay with that. Doesn't quite concern me too hard because in 3 years from now, Bobby Miller should be so good that it's okay. You get what I'm saying? Like we should be able to make up for the losses in their age with Bobby Miller. And now I'm banking a lot on Bobby Miller here, but like what he did last season,
disgusting.
I had no I literally thought there was 0% chance he could do what he did last year, but he did. If there was any bright spot from last season, it was Bobby Miller. So
don't look at his playoff stats. Don't look at his playoff stats.
He gets a pass. Yeah. But in the future, I am expecting him to be like not like a top team ace, playoff team ace caliber pitcher in 3 seasons, but like number 2 guy for a playoff team. Like I expect him to get that good in 3 seasons. So keep in mind, Bobby Miller's a year younger than Yamamoto. In 3 seasons, Yamamoto should probably Bobby. No, he isn't. What are you talking about? Bobby Miller?
Bobby's not going to be on ARB?
In 3 seasons, sure, he's on the team. But he's literally a Dodger for another 5 years.
No, that's what I'm saying.
He's on ransom.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
In 3 seasons, well, in 5 years, Glasnow's not on the books. Freddie Freeman isn't. Bobby Miller could be a Dodger for life and pitching with Yamamoto for his whole life. Hey, now that you've turned the cogs in my head, that Freddie Freeman contract, interesting how it expires right when Bobby Miller's set to be a free agent.
Hey, Andrew Freeman's in his bag.
Interesting.
Now, so let's talk about this. Coincidence. There's still some.
Real quick before we talk about that, I want a quick shout out to Shohei. We're gonna speak on his character real quick. I'm not sure if you saw this, but Joe Kelly, who used to wear number 17 for the Dodgers, Ohtani gave Joe Kelly's wife a brand new Porsche in exchange for the new number Class Act. That's how you set an example. That's how you set a standard. That's how you win a locker room, even though he already won it by just being himself and being that good at baseball.
The other thing too, by the way, that I just thought was funny, and somebody tweeted this out, but obviously when he was at the Rams game, when they announced the Yamamoto thing they gave him a jersey and everybody was cheering everything. And somebody was like, he's been in LA for like 8 years, and now
Yeah.
everybody's treating him this way. It's like, what?
The
He stayed in
Angels,
the
man.
same city, just signed with the other team,
Little
and
south,
now.
but yeah. I actually bet he probably lived in LA and just drove down to Anaheim.
But it's just hilarious to me that it's a huge signing, right? But they're treating him the same way that people treat players who have like gone, like Mookie going from like the Red Sox to LA, and they're like, oh my God, look, it's this player, the huge monumental signing or trade player, right? And it's just literally the guy who's been in the same city for 7 years.
Well, real quick, another thing I want to point out about that is that they did have a jersey
for Yamamoto
at that.
And he
Rams
was like,
game.
he was on the list and everything, and then he was like, he's not gonna make it. It's just Shohei tonight, and then it gets announced. Like Shohei definitely knew. Shohei knew.
Well, this is my theory. So I'm not sure if you quite followed along and saw the drama, the dramatics on Thursday, what happened, but initially all the major players in play for Shohei all had $300 million deals on the table for him. So Dodgers, Giants, Yankees. DeAndre Swift just scored a magnificent touchdown, by the way, side note. But Dodgers, Yankees, Giants, Mets. Was there someone else in on them? I think it was just those 4 teams.
Angels were originally.
But those 4 teams had 300 on the table. Yamamoto, he took that, he listened to it, and he said,
"Oh, I thought you were talking about Shohei." No.
Oh, yeah. No, Yamamoto.
Yeah.
Everyone had 300 million on the table for him. Yamamoto took that, so he called up Steve Cohen in the Mets, and he said, "The Dodgers are offering me 300 million. Will you give me 350?" And the Mets said, "We'll give you 325." And he was like, "All right, I'll be back in 20 minutes." Ring, ring, ring. Hello. Calls up Andrew Freeman. The Mets just offered me 325. Match it. Andrew Freeman goes, "Yes, sir." The paperwork is on its way. Yamamoto goes, calls up his agent. Ring, ring, ring. We're signing with the Los Angeles Dodgers. That's how it went. So
no, yeah, I did hear that, and it's hilarious.
Wanted his extra 25 million, and he got it. He
just used the Mets as leverage.
Thank you. Well, not thank you, New York, because we had to pay an extra 25. But shout out Yamamoto. Great leverage on him.
Great financial advisor.
Can't be mad on that one. We gotta respect the hustle there.
Okay, so let's just look at this real quick.
Oh yeah, but Emmanuel Clase is now linked very hard.
Also
don't want him.
But
Flaherty
he's been
dead to me.
He's been
Giolito
linked.
Gone.
So has Montgomery. I've heard some things about Montgomery.
We're not getting Jordan Montgomery. He's too much money. He's gonna be a lot of money.
Unless they want to.
He deserves 150 million right
Unless they want to take CT.
Who is they?
He's on the. Who is he on right now?
Chris Taylor, our team.
No.
Jordan Montgomery's a free agent.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. I thought that he was still signed
on the Rangers.
Okay. Oh,
he's a free agent.
I just got confused because you and I had a conversation about that with Kershaw.
He's the best lefty available, Monty, and
yeah,
because of that, they get to run his value up, and I actually think he might get like 120.
We need so let's talk about Clase though. So Clase, we have Evan.
Babe.
We have Evan Phillips,
and he's on ARB still too, so we don't even need to pay him.
But we have Evan Phillips on roster. So you were making the point how you didn't think. Yeah, I know, but you were making the point how you thought that we didn't need to get a closer and that Evan Phillips was good enough, and I was like, no, I think we need a better closer. So now I'm curious what happens with Evan Phillips if Clase comes in. What you think?
Well, Clase would be the closer. Evan Phillips would be the setup man. And Trinan, him and Bruce are the setup man. That is ridiculous. That is crazy. So if we could do that, yes, let's do it. Now, the lefty arms, I am concerned about that. We just got rid of Victor Gonzalez.
Hey, Joe Kelly, all right? Still got Joe Kelly.
He's a righty. But
he can be lefty in theory.
But lefties right now, it's fucking Vesia. And
I honestly did think that Joe Kelly was a lefty until this moment. I'm not gonna lie.
No, he's a righty. But we have Vesia, and then we have Caleb Ferguson's not fucking pitching again for us. So we have one lefty reliever. That's why I think Josh Hader is a little bit more of importance to go after over Clase, but he's gonna get a contract. So
I'm trying to think of anybody else,
I'm not sure if we can get him.
Yeah,
there's no lefty. I mean, do you want to go get a Roldis Chapman? Come on, we both know the answer. So there's no lefties available. Like Hader's the only name there.
You'd have to trade.
And he's elite. He's elite. The thing is, of the lefties available, I'm not sure if those teams would be able to give him up.
It's gonna be
like the other top lefty I'm looking at is like Giovanni Soto, Phillies. They're not going to trade him to us because they're competing right now. So like,
it's just also you're gonna have to give up prospects and stuff, and like,
I'm fine trading for Clase though. Like we're in an era right now that we're all in. I hate to say it,
yeah.
Fuck the future. Like right now, like I've never said this ever for the Dodgers. Like we've always had a top 3 farm system in the MLB.
Right now we're I think 10. Right now I think we're 10.
Let's go to 25 right now. How the Braves are doing it. I'm okay with it because we have just gotten we've just signed a deal with the devil right now, getting Shohei Yamamoto, Mookie, Freddie locked up. Like we are.
Don't we also have? Aren't we negotiating with the 18-year-old dude in Japan too?
He's already signed.
Oh,
he signed months ago.
He's been signed. Okay,
months ago. that fucker's been inked up for a while.
But we'll have him. We'll have him coming in. Not obviously now. Don't expect in like
that is
8 years.
Long-term plan. Don't even think about that right now. So yeah, like right now.
But he will be here before the end of Shohei's contract.
Yeah, they'll be playing together. Like we're straight up the biggest thing I'm looking at this year. There are 4 guys that I'm looking at, and one of the names is
Jock Peterson.
Puke. No, but one of the names you're gonna throw up and puke. But the first is Yamamoto. We gotta see. I need to see steadiness out of him. I'm not expecting him to be an MLB ace from day one. He is 25 years old. Okay. So I'm not going to be expecting him to come out, be crazy, to be honest. When I just heard the first rumors, he's going to be worth over 300. I was like, what the fuck are we talking about, guys? What? But I then, looked into it a little bit deeper. He is the only player in baseball history to win 3 triple crowns, Everett. He's 25 years old. He already has 3 triple crowns, which means he led the Japanese Baseball League in wins, ERA, and strikeouts.
Just don't look at his playoff ERA.
Everett, once again, you're bringing down the vibes here. I want to see improvement.
You were doing it earlier.
Out of Yama, Bobby Miller. Once again, we went over it earlier. In 2-3 years, I'm expecting him to be a number 2 starter caliber, like what Walker Buehler was pre-injury. But the other 2 names, the first one, Gavin Lux. Gavin Lux. We're all forgetting about the baby boy. Last year, my 2 key players were Will Smith and Miguel Vargas. Now, one of them, they both sucked. They both sucked ass, and we got swept in the first round. So maybe I was right about the key players. But this year, my key players are those 2 pitchers, Gavin Lux, and we'll see. We'll see how much he plays, but it's Chris Taylor. I want to see what Chris Taylor can do this year as an older guy, an aging guy who got his bag. He's had his moments. He's done a lot of great things for the team. But
he was barely getting used at the end of last year, too. The only reason he was getting utilized was because of missing.
The Eagles might be doing something crazy right here on a field goal.
I'm not.
Never mind. They just motioned out. Okay. I don't even know how to describe what just happened. But I want to keep my eye on some of the older guys. I was going to say Jason Hayward, but I kind of feel like we know what we're getting out of
I would say
be
James
a 220 average
hitter.
hitter.
I would put James Outman on that list.
He could be on there too, but if he was a 750 OPS hitter next year, we could still win. I'm more so thinking of a lot like James Outman.
But
I don't think he'll be a Dodger in
fucked up fielding though. Like
2 years. Like I think we're gonna get rid of him.
Like trading for a better player or just like liquidize?
Well, we'll see if he plays well. Maybe we have to liquidize him. Hopefully we could do something with him to like go cop like a aging dude, like fucking, we're never going to get Ketel Marte from the D-backs, but some like center field, like fucking Byron Buxton from the Twins in 4 years.
You do not want Byron Buxton. Nope.
Play some good D, man.
No. Yeah. When he does play, which was like 5 games this year and 5 games last year.
But I would take that over James Outman.
He DH'd for half of the season and didn't play outfield.
Okay. Bad name. But James Outman, I'm not so sold on. I also think we're a little heavy on the lefties. That's my opinion in the lineup. A little heavy on the lefties. And if Gavin Lux plays well, then we're gonna be real heavy.
Hitters?
Hell no.
Yeah,
I don't like switch
Dodgers.
hitters.
That's not a Dodgers.
I don't like switch
Vargas. I think Vargas was a switch hitter, wasn't he?
I think he's just a righty. Could be wrong.
I thought he switched.
I'm not.
I
could not tell you the last time the Dodgers had a switch hitter. To be completely honest, I honestly I hate switch hitters. Like they're just better from one side and kind of piss me off when they switch. But that's just me.
Dave Roberts would love that though.
He probably would. I mean, like in theory, if you had Chipper fucking Jones, yeah, like my 2-hitter switch hitting, fuck yeah, sign me up. Like I have so much shit that I could do in the lineup. But like I'm also screw it, little lineup talk at the end. Well, last little point on the salary. We're 40 million over the tax right now. We're at 277.
Out of 290 in total.
Well, 290 was the previous record, which means like we could go hit 305. They don't
thought that the limit was 290, but maybe
there's no limit. There is no limit in this sport, Everett. It's just, do you want to pay this extra tax? In theory, right now, I don't know exactly, but an easy way of doing it, just double how much over the luxury tax. So we're 40 mil over. We're going to pay a 40 mil tax to the MLB, which is nothing. Nothing. So, yeah, that's kind of one way to look at it. But, what was the last little MLB little tidbit?
You're going over
lineup talk. Yeah, okay, lineup talk. I'm very interested to see how it works out because Ohtani said he'll be hitting on opening day. And if it's somewhat based off last year, it'll be Mookie, then it'll be Freddie, then Ohtani, then Will Smith, and then Muncy, which is foul. But in the past 2 seasons, Dave Roberts has been addicted to his righty-lefty, which, as a little bit of a baseball nerd myself, I don't blame him exactly. Yeah, I don't like getting their relievers in favorable matchups, but is there a chance we could see now Shohei? He was the leadoff hitter for the Angels last season. Could we possibly see Shohei, Mookie, Freddie, Will Smith, Muncy? Is there any chance?
I think it would be Mookie, Shohei, Freddie.
Well, that's righty-lefty. I'm saying to get a righty-lefty, like, is there any way Dave wants to stick to his roots?
No, that's possible. But if you're just going off of pure disregard,
Mookie, it should be Mookie, Freddie, Ohtani, Will Smith, Muncy.
I would put Ohtani at 2 and then Freddie at 3 because just Ohtani can get Mookie home. He goes yard. Mookie can get on base, and Freddie, if he does go yard, Freddie can then get him home.
But this is what I like is that Mookie's gonna say leadoff. He already has the most leadoff home runs in Dodger franchise history. So he's the leadoff hitter. I like Freddie at 2 because that motherfucker just moves Mookie over and he gets on base. And then we got 2 guys on for the best player in baseball.
Do you put Mookie at 4?
No. He's gonna lead off. He's gonna lead off. I actually like I was also going down it. I don't think a player got hosed more on bad strike 3 calls, punch outs than Mookie Betts last season. He got
the umps are just horrible last season though. Like that was notorious, like a notoriously bad season. I also think that
Will Smith.
Let's also think about it this way, right? Let's think about the end of the lineup going into Shohei, Mookie, and Freddie. I think that
Muncy at 5. Let's go 6, 7, 8, 9.
8 and 9 spot. Lux will be in there and Outman will be in there. I think that's what I'm feeling right now. Because
I think Roberts might be a little up. We'll see.
I mean, Dave Roberts loves putting Lux at the end of the lineup, though.
Well, Lux was hitting like 6 at one point, 2022.
Yeah, and then he dropped all the way down to like 9.
But look up Lux. Well, I actually like him in the 9 spot because he's on base and then Mookie's up.
Base, then yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But
I would put my.
Do we want him batting last? Like I kind of need him hitting in Muncy and Will Smith. We'll see how good he is.
Hitters in the middle after Muncy because they got to be somewhere.
I get what you mean. Like on base, the shittiest hitter should arguably be the 8 hitter. And there was a while where the Cubs, they'd actually have their pitcher hit in the 8 slot. They'd have Hayward bat 9th so he can get on base for the start of the lineup.
That's what I just like. I think that I would put Hayward at 6
Ooh, I think we're boosted. Well, there's got to be a righty there. Muncie's at 5. So
I guess you put in who's in
Chris Taylor. Kike will get re-signed. He'll get re-signed.
Who did we trade for with Glasnow?
Oh shit, you're right. Fucking Manuel Margot.
He's at 6. He's at 6. Hayward 7. 8 is Outman. 9 is Lux.
Oh God, 3 hefty lefties at the end of the lineup.
That's what you're gonna have to do because we're heavy on lefty. You can't go. You can't
be gross. Well, actually, now that I think about it, when we're going up against a righty and we do have a heavy lefty lineup, we'll probably have Hayward be batting 6, Margot 7,
and then still Outman
9,
and then Lux.
Lux 8. Lux is just better than James Outman. You're gonna see.
No, he is, but that's why I want him at 9. It's not disrespecting him putting it 9. It's because I know he's gonna have.
I actually think, if anything, Lux might just be the 6 hitter, and I might be boosting up Gavin Lux right here. But that's my dog.
I mean, I love Gavin. I love me some
Gavin fucks. So yeah. I cannot wait to see Gavin and Walker back this year. Like that's
all right.
So
let's get to anything NFL related.
May 2025 is gonna be fucking exhilarating. Okay.
Let's get to anything remaining from the NFL that we have. I have a list. I don't really know if you have anything to talk about. We're more so saving it for next episode when we go back.
Yeah, don't really have Jack. Just want to say the Chiefs took an L on Christmas. That was the best Christmas gift I could have gotten other than Yamamoto. So yeah.
What's the Eagles score right now?
They're up 10-3. They have the ball.
Can't say I got
on
the best
50.
Christmas gift that I could ask for then.
Ooh, Jalen Hurts just broke off a nice 15-yarder. Start the second.
Did
quarter.
not want to hear that. Okay. All right. I have one list for us today. It is the best coaches of the 2023 season to this point. Last week we did worst coaches. So switch. Yeah, he's on that list. But so this week we're switching up. Kind of could go for a coach of the year list, but we're gonna do 10-1 here, and we'll just see what we got. All right, Kevin O'Connell, Shane Steichen, Nick Sirianni, Mike McCarthy, Kyle Shanahan, Kevin Stefanski, Mike McDaniel, D'Amico Ryans, John Harbaugh, and Dan Campbell.
Can you say 8 through 6 again? One more time. There's a name in there that caught my finger.
Sirianni's at 8. Mike McCarthy's at 7.
Okay, that's it. Mike McCarthy. Now, Mike Fat Carthy, I love to make fun of him. Now, I know you have beef with him. And the last weeks may have put a sour taste in your mouth, but I feel like going into the season, the narratives.
You think he should be higher?
The narratives that people were saying.
Let me give you my argument. Okay. Here's the deal. Let's look at the coaches above him right now. Kyle Shanahan, Kevin Stefanski, Mike McDaniel, D'Amico Ryans, John Harbaugh, Dan Campbell. Those are all the coaches above him. All right. Kyle Shanahan. Obviously, the narratives are different with the 49ers. People were expecting them to do well, but he's still done very well. People were kind of shitting on Brock Purdy going into the season, including you. And I'm still gonna shit on him. He's kept Brock Purdy consistent. He's done well with Brock Purdy in that offense, and that defense is still doing really well. So just overall, as a coach and coaching job, he's been consistent, and they're still a very good team, and they haven't had any horrendous losses. So that's why he's at 6. Kevin Stefanski is doing shit with.
I raise an eyebrow there. Horrendous losses. I feel like they may have had. The Browns lost? Wait, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to specifically call you out here.
You want to talk about how the Bills just eviscerated the fucking Cowboys, though?
No, I know. But this is the thing. Going into the season, we would both agree the Niners way better roster. Niners have the best roster in the NFL.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yeah. Well, if Kirk Cousins was healthy, it'd be the Vikings, but yeah.
All right, big man, slow down our roll here.
But would be the best team in the NFC.
Better than the Niners with Kirk
Cousins was healthy.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, that's gonna wrap up the episode, guys. Thank you so much for the Christmas episode. Everett's had a little too much to drink. So we're gonna cut this one off, right? Even worse. Wow, you had an excuse there to get out of it.
Hey, the only thing that we beat the 49ers with Kirk Cousins.
Dog, you lost to my team.
I literally said this when I'm saying right now, if we were to put Kirk Cousins on the team right now, they'd probably be the best team in the NFC just purely by where they were at in the season. We lost to the Chargers, but we figured everything out going
stop.
in. Hey,
Everett, take the fan cap
finish.
off.
Let me fucking finish. Do you want to hear my argument, or are you just gonna
wait?
Start around
I love that you
around?
snuck not Kirk. God damn it. You're fucking KOC in there at 10 when all year you've just been fuck this guy. He can't be play calling anymore.
Hey, no. Let me finish. You want to actually hear my fucking
arguments?
Off
for 1 second.
No. Do you want to hear my fucking arguments or not?
Tell me why Kirk Cousins makes the Minnesota Vikings the best team in the
I'm going to go
NFC.
explain to you why the fuck Kevin O'Connell's at 10. First of all, yeah, I have said that he needs to stop taking over play calling because he's had some bad fucking games. But for the fact that we have lost Kirk Cousins, we lost Justin Jefferson for half the season, we lost Jordan Hicks for fucking half the season, we lost all these players, and the fact we're 7-8 and still in the playoff chase right now, and we're currently a wild card team, yeah, he deserves to be on that list for better coaches because of the fact of his literal coaching and what he's done with less people on his team and losing your number one fucking quarterback, who is a top 10 quarterback in the NFL when healthy. That deserves to have some fucking recognition.
He also has to live in Minnesota.
Yeah, I mean, that's the biggest argument for him being that.
But no, like you can't, like I have said that his play, like he needs to dip on play calling. He needs to give to the OC and just focus on it because we've had some issues where he has had some bad coaching because he's just not been doing the right play calling. But from a general standpoint and what he's actually done, given the circumstances of the team, yeah, he deserves to be there the same way that Kevin Stefanski deserves to be on there because of what he's done with fucking Joe Flacco.
Okay. But
like, I don't think that's that big of a stretch to say that.
Well,
like,
I get that, but I think there's some other teams who have had some hiccups in the road, and
it's different than losing
right now.
It's way different than losing your starting quarterback
who's a top 10 quarterback
in the NFL. That's
best
way
receiver
different.
in the NFL
and best receiver in the NFL. Way different.
And Jordan Hicks, best linebacker in the NFL.
And we lost Brian O'Neill, still has been out. We've lost Garrett Bradbury for a couple. All right, calm down. Lost Garrett Bradbury for a couple of weeks. We lost Byron Murphy for some time. Like
he continued starting Alexander Madison, the worst running back in the NFL. I mean, shit, that sucks.
Yeah, that's a coaching fault. But now we're doing Ty Chandler. It was a little too late, but
he's good.
He's good.
He's damn good. If I were to give him an adjective, I'd say he's an adverb. My bad. Damn good.
But look, we're talking about the Vikings and just that statement in general. The reason why I say that is at the start of the season, we couldn't figure shit out. It wasn't working. Then that 49ers game where we came and we won that game without Justin Jefferson, without any of that, and the defense was playing really well. We finally figured it out. And if you look at the Packers
I'd also argue Sean McVay's had a pretty good performance this season, but that's all right. He already got his flowers. He had a kid.
It's also Jordan. Different. Like your team has not been injured at all outside of Cooper Kupp for a couple weeks.
Stafford and Puka was hurt for a minute.
Stafford played,
but I think he gets credit for Puka because he was a 5th round pick. No.
Yeah, but that's more on the wider
But he has Aaron Donald.
I mean, yeah, he does have Aaron Donald.
So I mean, how hard could it be, right? I feel like
I think that it's completely different situations between the two teams. And
what about the Bucks? 8-7.
That division is fucking horrible.
Okay.
If you're gonna try to give any coach flowers for coaching in the NFC South and having a good record, that's the worst fucking argument.
I think Arthur Smith deserves a lot of flowers this year.
He was on our worst coaches of 2023 list.
That was because of his beard.
They're like dead flowers. If you want to give them flowers, they're dead flowers.
No.
Look, if you look at the 49ers game, you look at the Packers game up until the point that Kirk Cousins got hurt, like that performance alone was a sign of the tables turning and where you were hitting a corner and getting actual, like, we were getting really hot. Justin Jefferson was coming back. We were getting healthy again. And then Kirk Cousins got hurt. And that was the end of the season.
Oh, I had a big sack right there. I needed that sack. That's 1 point right there.
That's that argument. With Mike McCarthy, though, like looking at all these other coaches.
Pat Carthy.
Like I said.
I'll give you that.
Kevin Stefanski, he's doing a lot with fucking Joe Flacco. DeMeco Ryans.
I think we might need to put some respect on Joe Flacco's name.
No, yeah. But I'm just saying, given the status of what that team was and where Joe Flacco was compared to what Mike McCarthy has with Dak Prescott, yeah. And we have Mike McDaniel. I mean, obviously the talent on that team is different, but I mean, do you want to argue that Mike McCarthy should be above Mike McDaniel?
No. I actually thought Mike McDaniel arguably deserved to be a little bit up. He invented the sheet motion.
He's
revolutionized football.
He's at 4 behind D'Amico, John Harbaugh, and Dan Campbell. So unless you think
I'd be okay put him over Harbs. I actually think D'Amico should be over Harbs.
The
D'Amico should arguably be number 1.
I think Dan Campbell needs to be one just on the basis of the Lions.
That's more of a Lions franchise thing, though.
They have the Lions, like, it's cursed. Team. It's cursed. The Lions are cursed.
But we're looking into storylines here.
Look,
you know,
if you want to go and post,
separating the art from the artist.
If you want to go and post and put D'Amico at 2,
no, this is.
I'm giving you my blessing. No, I'm giving you my blessing. You can put D'Amico at 2. That's. I'll let you do it. That's like.
I think D'Amico should be a little bumped up. That's just me, though.
He's at 3. The little bumped up.
I think he's 2. A beautiful man, so I think that also adds a little to it. He's a great looking dude.
With that, though, thank you guys so much for watching, listening. Rate us 5 stars. You can find us on Spotify, TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, and on Instagram at WaterboyPod. Make sure to follow me and Grant on Twitter at Everett and at WaterboyGrant. We'll post new episodes every Tuesday and Thursday on YouTube and all podcast platforms. So make sure you turn on notifications to not miss any of those. We post new TikToks every Monday or every Tuesday to Sunday. So make sure to follow us there.
Holy fuck! You just turned to an automated robot there.
It's just like
that
ingrained.
Was fucking hilarious.
It's ingrained in my head at this point.
I guess I have my fucking "what is going on, everybody" built into my head. But wow, you have the outro credits like you're the fucking at the end of the commercial when you're like, "Warning: the following product contains liver failure and heart attacks."
That's what I'm at right now. Yeah, no, that's what I'm at right now. Last thing though, warning. Make sure to follow all of us.
Oh, Lakers losing by 9 right now.
And just pay attention to our Twitter account over the next couple of days. There's a chance that we move Thursday's episode to Friday just based on how my game and time works out. So just pay attention to that. If you don't see an upload on Thursday,
Tulane wins, it'll be up on Thursday. Waterboy's out.